When it comes to cars, you either love them or hate them. Today, I've compiled a list of the cars I find most interesting. No futuristic designs that never made it into production, just real cars. If you're ready, let's get started. 1. Mazda suitcase car. One day, Mazda, one of the world's most famous car manufacturers, asked its engineers to design a creative vehicle, and this suitcase car was born. Produced in 1991, it consists of a folding motorcycle integrated into a suitcase. The car is also very easy to assemble. You open the case in the middle, remove the wheels and the steering wheel, and it's ready. Its speed is 30 kilometers per h, and its weight is 32 kilograms. Since it was not used in real life, it was produced in small numbers and took its place in history as a real transformer. Second, BMW Isetta. BMW's first microcar, the Isetta, was successful enough to save BMW from bankruptcy when it was launched. A total of 160,000 units were produced between 1953 and 1962. The reason it was so successful was that it was economical, and you didn't need a driver's license to drive it. The car has a very interesting door system. Its only door opens from the front where the steering wheel is. It could fit 2 people and had a small trunk at the back. The microcar era ended when production stopped in 1962. This was because the standard of living had risen and people were driving normal-sized cars. Third, Lincoln Golden Sahara. In 1953, the American car manufacturer Lincoln produced a very iconic car. The most unusual feature of this gold and white car was its illuminated tires. These tires, specially produced by tire manufacturer Goodyear, were made of a special material called neothane. These transparent tires emitted light. They also glowed brighter when the car braked, so they worked like stoplights. In the 1950s, this car became so famous that it was used in many movies and TV series. It was exhibited all over America. Only 2 of this car were built, and mass production was not started because the tires were expensive and heavy. 4. 8-wheeled Toyota. We know Toyota for its reliable and trouble-free vehicles, but can Toyota build such a vehicle? Of course not. This is how Indonesian taxi driver Ronnie Gunawan modifies his Toyota Vios. By adding 2 more wheels to the rear wheels, he creates a vehicle with a total of 8 wheels. He sacrifices the rear seats for this. Also, the added wheels don't add anything to the car. It's purely visual. I guess the only plus side of the modification is to attract public attention and gain more customers. Happy to build, happy to ride. There's also a Ford Focus that I can't find much information about. I don't know what the purpose of this modification is. This 8-wheeled car is said to be a Photoshop. Do you think it could be real? 5. Helicron. The Helicron was produced by the French company Thrides in 1932. It was a mix between a car and an airplane, moving with the help of a propeller like the old airplanes. The engine only drove the propeller, it didn't move the wheels. So, when I pressed the gas pedal, only the propeller spun faster. The car was difficult to control, and because there was a propeller in the front, you were constantly getting wind in your face. Also, an open propeller was dangerous for pedestrian safety, so it was banned by the French government. It is now on display in a museum. 6. Lego Bugatti. The famous toy company Lego decided to build a working Bugatti Chiron made entirely out of Legos for a commercial shoot. Before we continue, don't forget to let us know if you enjoyed the video by subscribing to the channel. Everything except the tires, including the engine, was made out of Legos. A total of 14,000 hours went into its construction. When completed, the car weighed 1,500 kilograms and had a top speed of 20 kilometers per h. A full-scale working Lego Bugatti also successfully passed the driving tests. Although it may seem impossible to build such a car out of Lego, the Lego team has done it, and we can only watch.